so that we can start the session. Yeah, yesterday what we have discussed is OSI reference model, which works at backend, and this is one of the important part of networking. And if you study this, what are the layers, how it functions, what are the protocols, or what are the content work in each layer, then it will helpful for you to crack the interview, because when it comes to networking, most of the questions will be from this OSI reference model layer. Layer 1 physical layer, layer 2 data link layer, layer 3 network layer, layer 4 support layer, layer 5 session layer, layer 6 presentation layer, layer 7 application layer. When it comes to physical layer, binary transmissions, signal transmissions take place, and RJ45 jack or Ethernet cables or fiber optic cables works under physical layer. Data link layer performs the task of assigning the MAC address to the device. When it comes to network layer, it assigns IP address to the device, and with the help of ARP, OSPF, IP protocols, it works further. Transport layer takes the network layer packets and transfer the packets, whether it may be segments. When it comes to TCP, when it comes to UDP protocol, it transfers in user datagram. And when it comes to session layer, it's the next layer after the transport layer. Next, presentation layer, where you will be able to see what are the protocols work, what are the protocols work in it. And next layer is application layer, which is the interface of the user. Comparisons with TCP or IP model. TCP/IP model. In TCP/IP model of the internet protocols are deliberately not rigidly designed into strict layers as in the OSI model. You will be seeing the diagram of the TCP/IP model also.
Hello, sir. Your voice is not clear.
However, TCP/IP doesn't recognize four broad layers of functionality which are derived from the operating scope of their content protocols, namely the scope of software application, the end-to-end transport connection and interworking range, and the scope of the direct link to other nodes on the local network. Means in TCP/IP also there will be layers predefined. See here, comparison with TCP/IP model. Layer 1, link layer, layer 2, internet layer, layer 3, transport layer, layer 4, application layer. That's it. When it comes to TCP/IP model, 4 layers. See here, OSI reference model, 7 layers. TCP/IP model, 4 layers. TCP/IP model, network access, combination of physical and data link. Internet is nothing but network layer of OSI model. Transport layer is same as it is in OSI and TCP/IP. When it comes to session, presentation and application layer, combinedly 3 layers of OSI model act as 1 layer of TCP/IP model as application layer. The internetworking layer is a subnet of the OSI network layer, while the link layers includes the OSI data link and physical layers. As well as part of OSI network layer, the comparisons are based on the original 7-layer protocol models. For example, if we take some routing protocols like OSPF, is the description of tunneling protocol, is used in network layer. OSPF, open shortest path first. OSPF works under network layer of OSI reference model. Although the tunneling host protocol may well be a transport or even an application layer protocol in its own right. See here, Office PC, turn the packets into electrical signals or wireless and send them to the another device. Layer 1 functions as what? Layer 2 attach the source IP address and directs the packets to the destination IP address. Layer 2 work. Layer 3 transport layer work. Encode email is split into packets using TCP protocol. It takes the address where it has to be reached and what the protocol need to be required, whether it's a TCP or a UDP, it takes that, it transfers the data, transports the data. Email is encoded using the SMTP protocol. SMTP protocol comes under existence when we are using email. Functions in layer 4, application layer. The link layer is also known as the physical layer. This is where the MAC address of the device is attached and sent an electrical signals over cables and interprets on the other end. In TCP, physical layer and data link layer combinedly act as one single layer. So here both physical devices, whether it's a cables, jack, Ethernet port, etc., as well as the devices works under physical layer, link layer of TCP model, where both works will be assigned, MAC address will be assigned here. When it comes to internet layer, the internet layer attaches the sender's IP address to the packets and directs them to the from devices. This layer is done through routers. Whatever the source and destination address is there, it will attach that to the packet and it's forwarded Transport layer receives the data, encode email into packets using TCP, which tells the recipient how many packets they will be and the numbers, the packets, so that they all are sent or delivered and put back together in the right order on the other end. The application layer encodes the email and adds a header, SMTP, Simple Mail Transport Protocol, SMTP. And the port number of SMTP is 25, works under OSI layer of application layer in OSI reference model. The server will add a POP or IMAP header to the recipient to download the email. It comes with the help of using a protocol SMTP. When we want to see that email or when we want to download the attachment with the help of POP, POP POP or IMAP protocol, we can do that. POP port number is 110. IMAP protocol is 143. Port number of POP is 110. Port number of IMAP is 143. Here, email being sent, similar process to other end, email get received. Comparison between OSI reference model and TCP IP model. A networking model is only a representation of a network operation. The model is not the actual network. See, here we have a representation, network 1, network 2, interconnected with multiple routers. And these are the layers of OSI reference model: physical layer, data link layer, network, transport, session, presentation, application. When it comes to TCP IP model, network access, internet, transport, application. What are the protocol suites works under those particular layers? TCP IP protocol work suite. Application layer, all this works. Transport layer, TCP UDP works. Internet layer, IP version 4 and IP version 6 works. ICMP version 4 is nothing but Internet Control Message Protocol. Version 4 and Internet Control Message Protocol version 6. Till here, if you are having any doubts, please raise your doubts. Till here, if you are having any doubts, please raise your doubts. If no doubts, please reply in chat. See, as I have explained you, OSI reference model is one, TCP/IP reference model is one. At backend, whatever may be the reference model working, either of it works, but you should know what is what and what is the difference between those layers and how it functions. Any more questions? Please reply in chat. If there are any questions, please reply in chat. Someone asked me to explain this slide. Is it this? Here, it's a diagram related to OSI model and TCP/IP model. What is the difference between those two models? And what are the protocol suites used in TCP/IP model? This is the diagram for OSI reference model. This is the diagram for OSI reference model. And this is the diagram comparison of OSI and TCP/IP model. If there are any doubts, please raise your doubts so that we can move our class further. Please reply in chat. Yeah, understanding of network protocols. Protocols, dependency, and network layers. Towards right, you will be able to see hardware or link layer. Next is network layer. Next, transport layer. Next, application layer. What are the protocol works and how it works under those layers. Ethernet, PPP. Ethernet is nothing but the LAN port. Works under hardware or link layer. When it comes to network layer, address resolution protocol or IP protocol suite or reverse address resolution protocol works under network layer. Address resolution protocol is a network protocol used to find out the hardware MAC address of a device from an IP address. In network layer, you will be getting the device with the MAC address. So an ARP resolution protocol is nothing but a network protocol, layer 3 of OSI model, layer 2 of TCP model, used to find out the hardware MAC address of a device from an IP address. ARP-A command used in Windows to find out ARP table with which contains IP addresses and MAC address of the devices connected in network. If that command has been enabled, then if you are typing that command arp-a command in Windows, whatever the systems, devices connected in network, you will be getting those devices, IP addresses and MAC addresses listed. Transport protocol, TCP, what works? Transmission control protocol, user datagram protocol. Transmission control protocol is connection oriented protocol. When it comes to UDP, is connection less protocol. UDP, connection less protocol. TCP, connection oriented protocol. TCP has three-way handshake. When it comes to UDP, it just sends the data. It won't take any acknowledgement, so no handshake. TCP sends the data in form of segments. When it comes to UDP, packet is called as user datagram. And IGMP, ICMP are the protocols. When it comes to TCP IP, it works under transport layer. Internet Control Message Protocol, IGMP, Internet Group Management Protocol. When we comes to application layer, what are the protocols are there? FTP, File Transfer Protocol. Telnet is the setup which we will be using to connect remotely. SMTP, Mail Server. BGP, Broader Gateway Protocol. DNS, Domain Name Server. RPC, SNMP, BootP. BootP is the older version of DHCP, DSCP. BootP is the older version. Now at present we are using DHCP, TFTP, NFS, ping, etc. works under application layer. DNS port number 53, DHCP port number 67, server 68, client. File transfer protocol 20 and 21 port numbers, TFTP 69, Telnet 23, SNMP port number is 161, HTTP port number is 80, POP 110, SMTP port number is 25. Those are all are the protocols which works under application layer. BGP, Broader Gateway Protocol, is the routing method that enables the internet to function, and the administrative distance is 20. OSPF, Open Shortest Path First, administrative distance is 110, is a routing protocol for internet protocol networks. It is use a link state routing LSR algorithm and falls into the group of interior gateway protocols, IGPs. Open Shortest Path First is a routing protocol for internet protocol networks. It is uses a link state routing LSR algorithm and falls into the group of interior gateway protocol, IGPs. Administrative distance is 110. See, internet protocols. What are the protocols? a image, what it does. Protocols of computer communication and networks. Protocols are used for communication between computers in different computer networks. What is communicated between computers? How it communicates? What it communicates? Syntax. What are going to be the syntaxes or how the signal transfers when we are using some protocols? Timing, synchronization, speed matching, and sequences. Examples of protocols will be seen in further slides. TCP, Transmission Control Protocol, is one of the core protocol of the Internet Protocol suite. TCP is one of the two original components of the suite complementing the Internet Protocol IP, and therefore the entire suite is commonly referred to as TCP IP. TCP provides reliable ordered delivery of a stream of bytes from one program to one computer to another program on another computer. TCP is the protocol used by major internet applications such as World Wide Web, email, remote administration, and file transfers, where three-way handshake is required. Wherever three-way handshake is required, TCP protocol comes. Other applications which do not require reliable data stream service may use the User Datagram Protocol UDP, which provides datagram service that, that reduces latency over reliability. Means when it comes to UDP, it just sends the data. It won't take the acknowledgement. For an example, if we are sending a letter through a postman, we are we are sending from source A to destination B. We have sent the letter. That's it. UDP protocol worked. No, whether we want to know whether the letter has been received by the destination B or not, then we can add the acknowledgement to it. Whenever we are sending a letter, there will be an acknowledgement card. Whoever receives it need to sign on it. Then that acknowledgement will be resend it to the client A, source A. Then he will know that the data has been sent successfully. Means when acknowledgement coming into existence, TCP protocol works. When no acknowledgement, only one-way communication, then UDP protocol works. See here a diagram which shows IP inputs, TCP input, TCP listens input. Whatever the input is getting is taken by the TCP. Again, it sends. If it receives the acknowledgement, it creates new entries. If new entries got failed, it will showcase into fail diagram. If it is getting success, it processes the packet, sends the sync acknowledgement that the whatever the data we have sent, it received successfully. So we will receive the acknowledgement. User Datagram Protocol is one of the core members of the Internet Protocol suite. The set of network protocols used for the Internet with UDP computer applications can send messages, in this case, referred to as datagram, to other host on an internet protocol network without prior communications to set up special transmission channels or data paths. UDP uses a simple transmission model without implicit handshake. Handshaking is nothing but no communication, it just sends the data. Whether the destination is receiving the data or not, it's no way bothered about it. UDP assumes the error checking and correction is either not necessary or performed in the application, avoiding the overhead of such processing at the network interface level. Dropping packets is preferably to waiting for delayed packets, which may not be an option in real-time system. See, communication of TCP and UDP. Simple. If you just see the diagram, you will be knowing. When it comes to client, UDP protocol is sending a request from server, it is getting the response. If the request has been sent, it will get a response. That's it. But when it comes to TCP IP handshake, client open the connection, so server takes the connection and reply it saying that yes, I have received your connection. Now it will send the data. It requests whatever the data it is sending, it requests the data, server receives the data, accordingly it will process the data and sends the answer to the question what the client has requested through a response. Here only question has been asked, answer has been sent. See, which I have already explained you, what are the differences between TCP and UDP. Just look a glance. TCP doesn't support multicasting and broadcasting. UDP supports broadcasting. TCP supports full duplex. When it comes to UDP, UDP doesn't support full duplex. TCP packet is called as segment. UDP packet is called as user datagram. Internet Control Message Protocol, ICMP, is one of the core protocol of the Internet Protocol suite. It is used by the operating system of networked computers to send error messages indicating, for example, that a requested service is not available. If you want some X file from a file server, for a time being, server is busy with some other task or that file is not available at that location, then it will send us a reply saying that the file location has been changed or the server is busy. Likewise, it will reply. So ICMP, the Internet Control Message Protocol, is one of the core protocols of the Internet Protocol suite. It used by the operating system of networked computers to send error messages indicating, for example, request sent is not available on that host or router, could not be reached. ICMP can also be used to relay query messages. It is assigned by protocol number 1. ICMP differs. It is different from TCP and UDP in that it is not typically used to exchange data between systems. ICMP is not used to exchange data. It just reply whatever we are communicating or whatever we are requesting. Is it available or not? Error messages or acknowledgements will be received with the help of ICMP. When it comes to TCP and UDP, works as a transport protocols, transfers the data from one to another layer. ICMP for Internet Protocol version 4. IPv4 is also known as ICMP4. And similarly, there is Internet Control Message Protocol version 6. IP version 6 are nothing but assigned to the Ethernet ports. Host A server sends the request, echo reply, one on one. That's it. See here, for example, there is a Linux server, ICMP redirecting the messages, workstation, default, what is the gateway of the workstation, how it's sending the data. See, from workstation 1, request is going to the default gateway, Linux server. From there, it is redirecting. ICMP is redirecting it to Linux server 2. From there, again it's sending it to workstation. If not, if the Linux server is also having no information, then it will redirect it to cloud. From cloud, whatever the data is there, it will collect and send it back. Hypertext Transfer Protocol, HTTP, is an application protocol for distributed information systems. HTTP is the foundation of data communication for World Wide Web. Whatever the websites or web applications we are using will be used with the help of Hypertext Transfer Protocol, HTTP. Port number is 8080. And when it comes to HTTPS, port number is 443, which is secured. Most of the banking transactions or financial transactions sites applications used HTTPS 443 port to make the site or the transactions in a secure way. How HTTP works? Client, internet, whether it's a web server or video server or message server, whatever the client is requesting, it transfers to the internet. From internet, it will go to the web server. From web server, whatever we are requesting, it get displayed onto a screen. xyg.com or some shopping site, it will redirect it to the web server. Some grocery site, it will redirect it to the grocery site or which is hosted on a web server. Or if we need some video links and all, it will redirect it to the video server. Likewise, mail server will be there. If we are sending an email, it will come into the internet. From there, it will go to the email server. From email server to the destination client. from my end, I am shouting. Okay? When you are mentioning that the voice is low, please try to check your headset and raise your volume from your end. But from my end, I'm shouting. POP, Post Office Protocol. Post Office Protocol, POP, is an application layer Internet Standard Protocol used by local mail clients to retrieve mails from a remote server over a TCP/IP connection. POP and IMAP, Internet Message Access Protocol. IMAP is nothing but Internet Message Access Protocol for email retrievals. Whatever the email a source has sent to the destination client, there POP or IMAP protocol works. POP port number 110 and IMAP protocol 143. Either of it work to retrieve that email, to download that attachment, to view that email. POP protocol has been developed through several versions, with version 3, POP 3 being the current standard. Most web mail server providers such as Hotmail, Gmail, or Yahoo Mail also provides IMAP and POP3 services. POP, stage by stage, it has been developed. Now at present, the latest version what we are using is POP3, means version 3, Post Office Protocol version 3, port number 110. See here how a mail has been sent, what is the protocol used, how it is connected to the remote mail servers, how mail is getting retrieved, how internet is functioning in between. POP protocol communication process, simple mail transfer protocol, sending mail, mail getting, a client sent a mail, it got received into the mail server, from mail server it is again entered into the internet, from internet it got entered into the remote mail server, the remote mail server is receiving mail server, it got entered into the client. Yes, the mail has been received. At other end, these are the protocols which are used while traveling. POP3, SMTP, or here at this end IMAP can also be used, whatever. File transfer protocol, FTP. FTP is a standard network protocol used to transfer files from one host to another host over a TCP based network such as the internet. It is often used to upload web pages and other documents from a private development machine to the public web hosting servers. If suppose we are having some website, whatever we are developing the content, we need to regularly update that content on the file transfer protocol, so that whenever whoever visits that particular web application, they will be able to see the updated site. Now, is my voice audible? Is my voice audible now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, it's audible.
Okay, okay. FTP protocol is a standard network protocol used to transfer files from one host to another host over a TCP based network, such as the internet. It is often used to upload web applications and other documents from a private development machine to a public web hosting server. File transfer protocol is built on a client server architecture and uses separate control and data connections between the client and the server. FTP users may authenticate themselves using a clear text sign in protocol. Username and password will be there for them to do the file transferring. For secure transmission, hides, encrypts the username and password and encrypts the content in SSH file transfer protocol may be used. SSH is nothing but SHA. File transfer protocol will be used because SSH is the encryption type, one of the type of encryption. Active FTP means there is a client which is connecting to the server. Server port is 20, client port is 21. FTP controls connection to port 21 from high port, active and passive. When it comes to passive, the FTP connection initiated from high port on client to high port on the server. IPX or SPX is a routable protocol and can be used for small and larger networks. It was created by Novell primarily for novel networks, but is popularly enough that it is used on products that are not from Novell. NCP, Netware Core Protocol, provides client-server interactions as file and printer sharing or application presentation session works under this NCP, Netware Core Protocol. SAP, Service Advertising Protocol. Packets are used by file and printer servers to periodically advertise the address of the server and the services available. Means here this will function as it will broadcast. I'm available. For every time interval, it will broadcast. Yes, I'm live, I'm on, I'm live, I'm available. You can give prints, you can use file sharing, I'm available. So SAP will work. Service Advertising Protocol, SPX, Sequenced Packet Exchange operates and the transport layer provides connection-oriented communication to top of IPX. Interwork Packet Exchange supports to the transport and network layers of OSI network model, provides for network addressing and routing. It provides fast, reliable communication with network nodes. IPX works under presentation and session layer. Here, there is a diagram of OSI reference model. What are the things works under that? Netware model, And TCP IP model, what are the things works under this? Other network supports ODI, Open Data Link Interface, operates at the data link layer, allowing IPX to work with any network interface card, NIC card. It will help to work with any network interface card. And ODX operates at the data link layer. RIP, Routing Information Protocol, is the default routing protocol for IPX or SPX networks, which operates at the network layer. A distance vector algorithm is used to calculate the best route for a packet. There will be a algorithm which calculates from to what is the route to be taken. If a person has to reach from one source X to the destination Y, what is the best route where there is less traffic, where it can reach faster? RIP protocol works and use distance vector algorithm to calculate the best route for a packet to transfer. MHS, Message Handling Service by Noble, is used for mail on networks. NetBIOS input output system. NetBIOS is nothing but network bias, network basic input output system is an it provides services related to the session layer of the OSI model, allowing applications on separate computers to communicate over a local network. Network basic input output system provides works at session layer, and it provides allow applications on separate computers to communicate over a local area network. NetBIOS is not a networking protocol. Olderly operating system runs NetBIOS over IEEE. This results in each computer in the network having both an IP address and a NetBIOS name corresponding to a possibly different host name. Doesn't require much. Difference between network basic input output system isn't a network protocol, and when it comes to NetBEUI, it's an API, applications programming interface, for file and printer sharing. NetBIOS names identifies computers on the network, broadcasts local computers and shared disks and folders on the network and allow them to appear in my network places. Whatever the drives we share or whatever the folders we share in the network, it works under NetBIOS, network basic input output system. Whatever the files we are sharing in local area, it works at backend. NetBIOS will work. When it comes to NetBEUI, is the NetBIOS extended user interface, is a network protocol like TCP, IP and IPX or SPX. All these three protocols supports file and printer sharing using NetBIOS. Network Bias Extended User Interface Protocol is a network protocol like TCP/IP, and here file sharing and printer sharing works under net bias. AppleTalk is one of the protocol incorporated for Mac computers. AppleTalk includes a number of features that allows local networks to be connected with previous setup or needs for centralized router or servers of any sort. Simply connecting together. AppleTalk's equipped systems would automatically assign addresses, update and distributes the required configuration. Associated TCP/IP protocols and services. What are the TCP/IP protocols and services available? Already what we have discussed: HTTP, Telnet, SNMP, DNS, PPP is point-to-point protocol, encapsulates the IP packets so that can be sent over a dial-up phone connection to the access provider's modem. DNS is nothing but domain name servers are the internet's equivalent of a phone book. They, they maintain a directory of domain names and translate them to internet protocol IP addresses. SNMP, used to remotely manage network devices, stands for Simple Network Management Protocol. If there are devices in other networks, to manage it remotely, SNMP protocol will be used. Simple Network Management Protocol will be used to manage the devices which are in other network, need to be managed remotely. Telnet, a remote terminal protocol that enables client to log in onto the host or on the network remotely. Telnet is the protocol which allows the user or a client to log on to a host or onto a network remotely. HTTP is the protocol, is the core protocol of World Wide Web. Stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Facilitates retrieval and transfer of mixed media documents. Here is the diagram of Telnet. A Telnet is a remote terminal emulation protocol that enables client to log on to the remote host on the network. Here, client, Telnet login, server, insecure. When it comes to client, secure shell, SSH, secure shell, server, it is secure because the password what we are entering with the help of SSH, it will get encrypted. Here, if we are just logging in with the without making it SSH secure shell, then your password will be known by the hacker. It is insecure. Simple Network Management Protocol used to remotely manage network devices stands for Simple Network Management Protocol. See how the devices are getting managed with Simple Network Management Agent or a software which will be managing all the devices which are into network, and it will help to connect one device to the other device remotely. DNS. is nothing but, if we take an example of www.google.com, what is the IP address of that? No one knows, and it is difficult for us to remember the IP address. That's the reason why DNS, domain name server, is used. Muhammad Idris. So what are root DNS1, root DNS2, likewise, and what are the domain names, top level domain name servers, .in, .us, .gov, .com, .org are the top level domain name servers. .com, google.com, yahoo.com are the authoritative DNS servers. Standard for are the education related authoritative DNS servers. Education related. If we are talking about .gov, they are government sites. Subdomains of myth. If there is a main domain, there will be subdomains for few sites. And here are the subdomains of .mit, .cs, .ece or .mech. Means again subcategorized into different domains. DNS tree structure. A request from a client is sent, server receives the request, it resends it. So DNS resolver. Protocol numbers. SSH, secure shell. Protocol works port number 22. NTP port number 123. SNMP, Simple Network Management Protocol, port number 161. DSCP, server port number is 67. DSCP, client port number is 68. TFTP, port number 69. Here I'm ending today's class. If there are any questions still here, you can ask. If there are any questions, you
Hari
can
sir,
ask.
as you said, that ICMP protocol is available in the network. So it Windows machines or Linux machines, or in both the machines. ICMP protocol, where it can be used in Linux machines or Windows machines.
Yeah, please repeat your question.
ICMP protocol. About this one, this protocol. Protocol is both the means are in
Yeah. Please stop yourself. There is a voice disturbance from your end. See, you won't be having practicals on protocols. Okay, most of the protocols work at back end, but on few protocols you will be practicing. Please mute yourself.
somebody is sleeping.
Please mute yourself. I no need to say repeatedly. If there is anything, unmute yourself, place your question, then mute yourself. Be active in the class. BGP, RIP, OSPF are the protocols which works under network layer. Enhance interior gateway routing protocol, etc. Those you will be doing in routing practice in packet tracer. Next, anyone is having any doubts?
ICMP protocol.
Your voice is not clear. So I move on to
ICMP
next. Next, anyone is having any other questions? Please raise your question. Please raise your question. Anyone, if there are no doubts, just reply in chat. Any doubts? Please raise hands. Packet tracer, I guess it is used in Linux more. Packet tracer is the software. With the help of it, you will be practicing how to communicate from one switch to another switch, how to communicate, host a system to a switch and then to a router. Next question. Yes, I'm mentioning you. You have to remember the protocols, their abbreviation, their work, their administrative distance numbers, and their port numbers also. Because in interview, they will ask you those questions. Prepare your notes, refer Google link, YouTube link, refer YouTube link, prepare your notes. It will help you. While preparing notes, leave some space and go to the next question. If you find something that need to be added, later you can add over there. Any questions? Please reply in chat or else I will end the session. See, in switches, there is no, there will be a firmware, okay. Linux operating system or Windows operating system won't be there in switches. Firmware will be there. Any other doubts? Any other doubts? Firmware is nothing but BIOS, what we call it as a BIOS, a pre-integrated software which will be installed on the hardware devices. Each and every hardware device will have its own firmware. Next question. If there are no questions, I'm ending in next 10 seconds. Firmware is added at the time of manufacturing. It is used to run user programs on the device. Whatever the programs we will install on the hardware. If suppose we take a laptop or a desktop, we will install Windows or Linux or whatever may be the operating system, and then applications. To run it in a better way, a firmware will be installed on each and every hardware device at the time of manufacturing to run user programs on the device, and can be thought as the software that allows hardware to run. Firmware is a software that allows hardware to run. I'm ending today's class. If there are no doubts, you have to refer Google link. You need to refer YouTube link, make your notes, refer Google, make your notes. No PPT will be shared. Since class 1, since day 1, I'm repeating the same thing.